It has been a heck of a season already, Clark, and we're just getting to the really good part of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, everybody is stepping up the intensity now. You can see it and feel it. Seems like every game counts for more than just one game as teams fight for position in the standings.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Harden. Then there's Allen. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. Down against Mitchell. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And so it's Cleveland with it. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell. And he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And the dunk by Zubac.
Zubac's doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
Well, with Zubac, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength. But he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passer and nice ball skill.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Now Leonard, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Leonard, the pass to Collins. Back to Leonard. Collins setting the pick for Leonard. 5 on the clock. Pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Dunn misses. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the paint. Now, here's Mitchell. Wade outside. Wade, a screen on Leonard. Here's Tyson. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Collins. Count it.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Mitchell kicks to Harden. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Launches it from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Harden's court vision on full display right there.
The Clippers trail. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Strong move by Leonard that time. He knows exactly how to use his strength to get an advantage.
Down against Mitchell. In the corner. Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Harden looking it over. Wade sets the pick for Harden. Off target from outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Miller down out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Batum, and it's Washington in at the point.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
As James Harden's career has gone on, Clark, he has crept his way up the all-time scorers list.
Yeah, it's kind of been a low-key stealth march, if you will. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, I think he's going to end up cracking the top 10 in all-time assists and maybe even go higher up that list.
It is good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
It's 3-pointers off the mark. The Clippers leading. Batum inside. He's defended by Merrill. Batum scanning the floor. Pass to Lopez. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead, and timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Substitution here for the Clippers. Collins checked in for Brown. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Chris Dunn's checked in for Miller. And Sanders subbed in for Washington. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Back to you guys.
On a mission for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Dunn's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. 2 minutes remain.
Wade dishes to Harden. Back to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mitchell. Puts it up. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Sanders passes to Collins. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. That's exactly what you want to see, your big men playing big. Strong board.
Here's Leonard. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Harden. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Sam Merrill. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Here's Wade. Still without a basket. Schroeder outside. Back to Wade. And they get it. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. After this run, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Done shots, good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous. He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Ty Lue, and Coach, your team seems to be dictating the tempo of the game thus far. Are you happy with that aspect right now?
Yes, I think we got to get stops, push the pace, try to get early transition points if we can, and then if not, back it out and run our offense. But we want to play with a high pace and a high energy, and I think our guys are doing a good job of that right now.
They have a pep in their step early. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hi, everybody. Kawhi Leonard displaying excellence yet again. The board man has been on fire.
And so far, this game has been all about the claw. He's been assertive while still staying under control. He's getting any and every shot he wants.
When he's in rhythm, you got to run 2 at him. Otherwise, barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Checking out Los Angeles. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Harden out there with Mitchell. Then there's Wade. Then there's Allen. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. And here are the Cavaliers now after the Clippers pick up 2. Harden, no good. Now Leonard. He's got 11. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Fader on the way. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard has had great momentum on offense here. He's making moves with no hesitation.
And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with 4.
Shot clock at 3, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Check out the stats for Donovan Mitchell. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 26 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now here's Harden. 12 points for him. To the inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
There's no question, Clark. Tyronn Lue has been a stabilizing presence for this Clippers organization.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Ty Lue has fostered a really strong culture and has navigated some testy, difficult situations, which is why he's already viewed as one of the best coaches in franchise history. It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Harden, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
2 minutes remaining.
Leonard looking around. There's the screen. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Harden, the pass to Allen. Back to Harden. To halt the run, Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now, here is Harden. 12 points for him. Wade with it. He's picked up by Collins. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Pass to Dunn. Down low, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 5.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Tyson. He has yet to score. Good on the three-point shot.
Capable of doing great damage from outside. For Harden, I think it's simply about shooting with confidence.
Here's Leonard, and that one drops.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum. Miller is out there with Christie. Then there's Brown, and it's Lopez in its center. Here's Harden after the Clippers pick up 2. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And you know when Harden gets cooking now, you got to keep giving him the ball. He's an excellent scorer, and he can really get buckets.
Here's Christie. That 3 off the mark. Ellis outside. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
The Cavaliers shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. Nance a screen on Christie. Fires the three. Harden's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Lopez. Brown feeling it out a bit. Lopez sets a screen for Brown. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Harden outside. Back to Merrill. Nance passes to Merrill. And stolen by Miller. Goes up, and Miller throws it down hard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to Nance. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Christie with it, guarded by Harden. And the rejection by Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
A shot by Batum, no good. And so here's Cleveland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Ellis, following the basket by Brook Lopez. The shot's good from Nance.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Miller kicks to Brown. And the three off target. And here is Ellis. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It was moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.